Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Bakapash from Jimis, London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chakwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that pushing the truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. This is of a video that I watched a while ago, and you got here the president of Guyana, uh, Irfan Ali, calls on descendants of European slave traders to offer to pay reparations to right historical wrongs. Right, and reason why I'm bringing this up, man, because these cries against Esau for his crimes in the earth are not going to go away, because your wickedness is being put in front of you. All right, you're being weighed in the balance. People are looking at you. The Lord is having it known globally, putting out there how much of a devil you've been. Okay, and basically, putting your sins before you, in front of your face, man. The Lord is telling you your crimes in front of you and what He's judging you on, right? And it's not going to go away until you pay, right? Which you're too proud to do anything righteous and substantial, to right your wrongs. We know this, right? Because the Most High has made you like this, right? So you ain't never going to do anything anyway to, you could never do anything to counterbalance the wickedness that you've done on the earth, right? And you use this time, time past as an excuse, for you not to need to do anything about it, because it was so long ago, and these people don't exist no more, and blah 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 blah, right? But the Most High doesn't work like this, right? The Most High got a long memory, right? Long memory, right? And if you haven't paid for your crimes, man, right, it just means you haven't paid yet. Okay, and it's gonna come a time, or coming soon, okay, that the Most High is gonna make you pay, right? But it's more than you can afford, because it's gonna cost you everything, man. Right? So the reason why this is going on in the earth right now, and it keeps getting brought up, keeps being spoken about in the earth, is because the Most High is having it repeatedly being known, being put that out there in the world, man, that you've been the devil. Right? And there is many crimes and many wrongs that you have done, and have not done nothing about them. So when the judgment comes, it's fully justified. Right? And the thing is, you're so proud, and you think you're so, exempt from any type of judgment or anything like that. Right? The whole world is actually against you, man. Right? The whole world is actually against you, and yet you put on this face that, like you ain't done nothing wrong. Okay, but you fuck with all these nations, man, and they all can't wait for you to fall, and to get your just desserts, man, to get what's coming to you. They can't wait. Right? They're sick and tired of you devils, man. Everybody's sick and tired of you. We're all looking for your downfall, man. Okay, because you've been the devil to everybody, man. Okay, but most notably to the children of Israel, the Lord's chosen people, the Lord's children. Okay, and if you think you ain't gonna pay for doing that, you have another thing coming. All right, so I'm not gonna play the video, but you can watch it. If you got on Instagram or whatever, right? So I'm just gonna go into the scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna start here in Obadiah 1. I'm just gonna get verse 9 here on down, right? It says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, okay, which is a tribe, a faction of Esau, right, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, right? And this is the ultimate judgment that's gonna come to you Edomites, you so-called white people. Okay, what we keep telling you, man, you keep getting your knee-jerk reactions on how could we be so horrible and terrible and cruel. You have the audacity to say all these things, man, and yet you've behaved in this manner to our people already, and many in the earth, many nations in the earth, you've treated with nothing but hatred and cruelty. Right? You saying this because it strengthens your stance of nothing violent happening to you, for no get backs to come back to you. But the Most High is gonna have get back. He's gonna have revenge and vengeance against you Edomites, you devils, and against all you nations, man, that have put your hands on the children of Israel, right? So the ultimate end for Esau is that he's going to be cut off by slaughter. That is the Lord's judgment. Okay, not our own, but the Lord's judgment. Okay, for your crimes, right? For thy violence. Okay, this is the reason, right? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Okay, the Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the descendants that are scattered all over the earth, right? For the crimes done against you, against us. Okay, the Lord is going to cut them off, right? For the violence to get against us, right? Shame shall cover thee, right? And the reason why this is being brought out is to bring upon you shame, because everybody knows, right? And now you're having to face it, face the music, right? These Edomites get uncomfortable when you talk about slavery, when you talk about reparation, when you're talking about revenge and justice. They get uncomfortable speaking about these things because they know they've done heinous wickedness, evil shit upon the earth, man. They know their granddaddies and even themselves, man. They're doing some wicked shit on a daily basis, man. And what really should happen to them is exactly what we say should happen to them. That's written in the scriptures, right? The judgment written, right? They know this is what really should be happening, but because it doesn't favor them, they don't want to go through that. So of course they're gonna negate anything that we say or try and negate anything that we say. Through religion, through law or whatever, man. Whatever defense shield that they throw up there, trying to defend themselves and to justify, the position that they're in today, and why it should stay like that. These demons, man. Right, but like I said, these things are being brought up to bring shame upon you, man. To make you feel uncomfortable. Right? Because everyone's talking about it, man. Everyone's talking behind your backs. All these nations are talking behind your backs and how much of a devil you are. And like I said, they all can't wait for your downfall. Because you deserve it. You're the most wickedest nation on the planet, man. And the things you've done, man, okay, and haven't paid for, yeah, man, they can't wait. We can't wait. All right? So for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right? That is the judgment. Okay? This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. It says, whose possessors slay them. Okay, Esau. Well, we're in the position of Esau. Right? He took us into slavery, into captivity, and now we're working for his corporations, for these nations, these lands that he's stolen. We're working for him and building him up and making him rich, making him strong and powerful. Okay, we're in his possession. Okay, we've not left. Right? So whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They don't think, because so much time has passed, they think they're no longer guilty because them slave owners, man, they're long dead or whatever. But only up until recently, okay, you was to, these slave owners and these families were still getting payouts. Right? They're still getting payouts for the compensation for losing slaves when they, emancipated them. Which is just a changeover, man. That's all it is. We were handed over to the state, and now we work for the state rather than individual Edomites, man. We work for these corporations. Okay, we get to choose our plantation, But you think because that time's gone by, it's not applicable no more. That we should somehow some reason just forget about that happening and just deal with today. No, we're not gonna do that, right? And it says you have the audacity to do the whole reverse race card. When we bring these things up, man. Oh, you're hateful and this and that, and you're racist, and bro, like, we've not done to you what you've done to us. When we've done it to you, right? When we've done what you've done to us, when we've done it to you, then you might have a different position to speak from. But that would only be leveling the playing field. But making everything even. But we only speak the things, okay, that are written in these scriptures, what's going to happen to you. All right, because it's justice for what you've done. You know, the Most High is the great judge over the whole earth, right? And in his court of law, man, these are the judgments against you for what you've done. Your rap sheet, right? And the punishment according to it, right? This is what the Most High has judged against you. Okay, and we're merely, reciting that judgment, right? So you can call us hateful, you can call us all these, nasty names and that, thinking that, you're making yourself feel better, sleep better at night. Oh, I ain't got to feel guilty for that. Or whatever, man. You can do all of that. But it doesn't change the judgment the Most High has already made against you. Right? We're not the important ones, right? We're not the ones judging you per se. Okay, we may be tools of judgment in the future, but we're not the ones that bring this judgment. The Most High has brought it against you already. Okay, he's merely allowing you to fulfill your judgment. That's all. Right? That's why you've been able to go on for as long as you have, doing all this wickedness. Right? So the Most High can bring against you the maximum penalty. Maximum penalty. That's what the Lord wants. He wants to bring against you the maximum penalty that he could give anybody, right? He's going to give it to you. All right? So anyway, it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Okay, you want to be free of this guilt, free of this shame. Okay, but you won't be. You can't be. Most High is not going to let it happen. Right? And they that seldom say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Right? You just think, this is the way things are. Right? We're supposed to be in this position. Most High have blessed us. Manifest destiny. Right? You're using that a lot back then. Right? Manifest destiny. Yeah, but that manifest destiny also has an end. Right? How is it going to end? Yeah, you was meant to, put us in slavery. Yeah, you was meant to do that. That was the Most High's will. But it's also the Most High's will that after that duration of slavery, right, and after that duration of you being on top, that you're going to be brought down and destroyed. That's manifest destiny. Right? That's what it's going to be. And Israel are going to be exalted at the end of that. All right? It's Isaiah 47 verse 3. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. And that's why it's always getting brought up. New information. People complaining. Not even just these, these African nations, these other Jake tribes in the earth or whatever, but even these other nations, man, the Indians and the Chinese, the Japanese or whatever, they're all crying out against you, man. Even your own allies crying out against you, man. But the Most High is not giving you rest. Okay, you will have to face all the wickedness that you've done. You cannot escape from it for much longer, right? You will be made to pay. Okay, you can, you have the power to refuse right now. That's the thing. You have the power to refuse right now. You don't have to do anything because no one can make you, right? Because if you was to make payouts now, man, that's gonna cost you a shit ton of money, money you probably don't even have. You're already in fucking trillions of debt. Beginning with the United States, right? You probably can't. You can't. Probably do that, right? It's not feasible, right? But F all that, right? The Most High is gonna make you pay with every ounce of your being. Everything that you got, you're gonna, everything's gonna be taken away from you, man. Which I'm gonna read that in a little bit, right? So then thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, right? The Lord is gonna take vengeance against you. Okay, we're not gonna wait. We don't need to wait for you to do the right thing, or do anything for that matter, good or bad. We don't have to wait for you, right? The Most High is gonna revenge us, man, avenge us. Okay, when He brings you down, He destroys you, your nations, your power structures, all of it. All right. So I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? Because who's the Most High sending? He's sending His Son, to put an end to your kingdom. Right? He's going to invade this earth with the chariots, with the angels, okay, and destroy your kingdoms, man, and leave you with nothing. Okay, you're going to be stripped. from everything, stripped of everything. Right? So we ain't gotta wait for you. We just have to wait for Yahweh Shai. That's what we gotta do. And it is a done deal. You know? Ain't no if buts or maybes. And Yahweh Shai is gonna take everything from you, man. Right? These kingdoms are gonna, these kingdoms of the earth are gonna become our lords, and it ain't gonna be nothing to do with you then. You're gonna be put at the bottom. You know? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory, right? Because you got yourself your empire out of this, out of the slavery, and built your nations up and whatever, right? And you've gloried in it. People have marveled at you and aspire to be like you. I want to be like you. That these nations still want to be like America in terms of its position in the earth on top. Financial powerhouse, military powerhouse. They want to be like that. They want to take your place. They're all looking to take it. And they smell blood right now because America and these European nations, man, they're not in the condition that they were before. They don't have the prestige, they don't have that veneer that they have anymore. They used to have, man. And so they're all looking like, yeah, now's the time. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna take over. Okay, China and the man, they got their eyes set on it, man. But even so, even though you're coming down right now, okay, these other nations ain't gonna take your place. Because when Yahweh Shai comes, he's gonna take down all the nations, man. Ain't just you, but you're gonna be the focal point of his anger. So he says, thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. Right. So this cup of the Lord's vengeance that you've been refusing to drink all this time, because you got the presenters here, right? Talking like, oh, well, we shouldn't have to do this and shouldn't have to do that. Piers Morgan and these guys here on what's his program, Good Morning Britain. They all try and refuse having to do anything, to drink that cup. But the Lord said He's gonna turn the cup onto you, and you can't refuse the Lord. Right, so the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right, and that's why you're getting all these guys speaking up. All these nations are starting to speak up against you, man. They're speaking against you. They were quiet for a long time before, but now is the time. Your judgment's coming soon, man. Your downfall is coming soon. All right. Let me grab 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, right? Actually, let me grab this first. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? Because you never got your judgment at the time. You think, oh, we can just, put that wickedness in the bank. We've banked that in. That now that can't be, nothing can, time's moved on, right? No one should be getting judged according to that now, because no one's hearing that like from that time. All right. So you think you get to get away with that? We've moved on now. That's in the past. That's been banked. You can't apply that no more. No, right? It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? It's not done at the time. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil, right? So you just continue doing more and more wickedness and more evil upon the earth, man, because you got away with it. And you continue to do that to this day. Because you continue to get away with it. Ain't no one holding you accountable. Okay, until the Lord decides it's time to do so. Right? It says, but it shall not be well. Sorry, verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged. Okay, right now your days have been prolonged. Right? You've ruled for this, you know, what the scripture speaks about, a short space of time, a little season or whatever, right? You've been doing wickedness and getting away with it, and so you've been, you know, your pride is gone up, right? You don't feel like there's any repercussions coming your way, right? It says, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, right? So he ain't gonna rule forever. You're not gonna be in this position forever where nothing's happening to you. No recompense is happening, right? It's just simply a matter of time. Pardon me, right? And these days are running short, right? It says, neither shall he prolong his days. Sorry, I skipped again. Oh, no. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. All right? So you will have to pay for what you've done eventually, right? And this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. So seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Okay, those that troubled us. Okay, you troubled our whole nation, man. Right, and the Most High will bring recompense to you, against you. Doesn't matter how long ago it was. Right? Did it matter about the Egyptians? You know, when they first started putting chains on us, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people died out in the time that we were there. You know? But what happened to all the modern day Egyptians and Pharaoh and the sons, the firstborns, and they all got put to death, man. Okay, the firstborn of Egypt got put to death, and the plagues came upon all the people of Egypt. You know, servant and master, right? It didn't even matter, like, whether they were involved or not. You know, the Most High was bringing judgment against those people, and that's how the Most High is going to do it now. You know, but on the sly, you was involved. You are involved. Okay, you are being judged because of your own for the wickedness that you've done. You know, all the slavery and that, because you were there back then. Okay, you don't know it yet, but you'll find that back, in the times to come, man, that you was alive back then. Okay, and you've died and come back in a different era, thinking that you got nothing to do with that. Like I say, you're gonna find that is not the case. All right, so you are guilty, man. Says, unto you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Right, like I mentioned, when Yahushua turns up with the angels, man, the Lord's going to take down all these kingdoms, man, starting with America. Okay, and you nations, and you heathen, okay, you're going to be afflicted, right? So in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God, the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. All right. It's Psalm 73, verse 8. I'm going to start from verse 5 actually from here. It says that they are not in trouble as other men, right? Because you're on top, because you got the wealth, you got the power, you got the resources, right? Beginning with these elites, right? The people that rule you, that, that have the power of your nation, right? Of this kingdom, right? It says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, right? Because you got everything at your disposal. So therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, right? Because you feel protected, because you feel powerful, because you have wealth, because you have everything that you could want, almost. Yeah, the things you want, because you want everything. The things you want, okay, are things that are unobtainable, okay, which reminds me of the movie Avatar, man, when they were searching for that the mineral resource or whatever it was, unobtainium. Right? There's certain things that you want that you cannot physically obtain, right? But it doesn't stop you from trying, and this is what's gonna end your downfall. But every normal thing that a person could want, you have. Okay, you have more than a heart, which as it speaks about, oh yeah, down, right? This is verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment, right? And so you're just wicked with the shit. Okay, you are tripping off the power that you've got. Okay, you're very malicious and sadistic. You know, because you can. You know, that's what you do, right? You have the means to be violent, and nothing come back to you. You know. Verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have molded heart could wish, right? So that's your state right now, right? So they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, right? They speak loftily, right? So these guys don't empathize or sympathize or with our people, and you know what they've done to us and how it affects us and what you're constantly doing to us, you know, on an everyday basis. They don't give a shit. As far as they're concerned, they're gonna listen to this president, and this president, you know, compared to these two Edomites on the screen, these daytime hosts, right? They're not important people. But this guy is the president of Guyana, and yet they're gonna look down upon him like he not, you know, like he don't have a higher office than they do. He's just fucking. These are just casual Edomites, kind of thing, looking down on this dude who runs a country, and look upon him like, well, you know, it don't matter what you say. You don't have the power, the strength to change this anyway. Why should we? They're gonna stand bold in front of him because you know your Edomite elites, man, are running the fucking world. So you become you become prideful, man. You don't feel like to pay for shit. Oh, we shouldn't have to. You know, we shouldn't even feel guilty. Yeah, we did it. That was in the past. So what? Yeah, let's move on. Tell you like to basically piss off, man. you know, nothing's gonna be done about it. We ain't gonna do nothing about it. You don't need to do nothing about it. Because it all relies upon Esau doing something about it, because no one can make him. Right? And as long as that power dynamic, you know, exists, there's nothing to negotiate. There's no negotiating table here. You know, he's A side, like supremely A side. Right? There is no negotiating. You're gonna get what we give to you, man. If they don't want to give you shit, they don't give you nothing, man. You know, Mayweather wants to take 95% of the revenue. You're gonna take 95% of the revenue, man. And you're gonna get 5 because 5% is more money than you've ever made. You know, that's the sort of position we're severely handicapped in these types of situations, and Esau doesn't have to do a damn thing about it. He's in the position of strength and power over us. You don't have to cave into no demands. You know, and these casual Edomites know it. All right. So they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. Like, yeah, don't worry, it happened. Like, basically, just don't worry about it. Don't be concerned about it. Even though our enemies are still ruling over us. Don't worry about that. Just forget about it. Live amongst us. Live in our system. Live working for us, bro. This is fucking crazy. And recently, brothers were talking in the chat, and some brothers are having issues, with their employment, sort of, right? One of the customers that they were servicing kind of recognized them from the videos, man, and started writing in to the company. Oh, I can't believe that you're gonna have the. You know, they're racist and this and that, and they're you know, promoting genocide and She, you know, she wrote this fucking email to their boss, right? You know, and I'm listening. I think it was a voicemail. I can't remember where the source was, right? But I was thinking to myself, right, these devils, man. This guy actually came, provided you a service, you know, did a good job. Because us Jakes, we're not here to do sloppy jobs, right? We do our work, we do it proper, right? So, you know, you probably got a good service and that kind of stuff, right? But because, you know, you heard about some things that, you know, he said during teaching and stuff like that, You want to write this scathing email to get man fired, from his workplace, talking about, oh, we shouldn't be letting people like this, in the company or whatever. And I'm thinking, right, is it not it's not enough that we're having to serve you Edomites, right? Having to serve you Edomites after you've butchered our ancestors, shipped them across the road, butchered them, sold them off, fed them to alligators and all kinds of fucking shit, whipped them up, tore them up with dogs, pulled them apart with horses, hung them up on fucking on nooses and burnt them alive and shit. Like, if this is not all enough, and Jake still struggling from today, working these jobs that don't fucking get them anywhere. They're on borderline breadline shit, right? Is it not enough that we have to deal with all of this, right? That because of certain things that we say that are pertaining to the scriptures, because of things that we express how we feel and what we think, right? That we should be persecuted even more. You know what I'm saying? Just because we believe something, that you devil should pay. And yet we ain't done nothing to you though. We ain't trying to fuck up your lives. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to destroy your lives right now. We ain't trying to, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing to you, man. We just want, we're trying to get by, man. Right? We're already under the cosh, man. Okay, we're already being oppressed. You've done all the hatred and all the fucking evil and wickedness to us already, man. But you want to persecute us further because we have an opinion that you people are the devil, man, and that you deserve judgment. And everything's according to what the Most High's will is, man. I read it at the beginning of the lesson, man, that Esau should be cut off by slaughter. Yeah, the Most High got a genocide waiting for you. But that's divine judgment right there. That's what we're waiting for. We ain't gonna do nothing to you. Okay? Until the Lord brings judgment against you. So, if you don't believe in that, then you ain't got nothing to be concerned about, man. Okay? We ain't out here, acting all kind of crazy and shit, man. Like I said, we're just trying to do our jobs and get the fuck on, man. Get our daily bread. That's what we're concerned about. Fuck you devils, man. Okay, you just want to continuously oppress us until we grind into the fucking dirt, man. But it's the audacity, man. It's the audacity, bro. This self-righteous position that we can't feel this way. Look at the fucking wickedness that you've done to us, man. Why shouldn't we feel this way? You're telling us it's wrong to feel this way. But it was wrong for you to do it. Let's address that. It was wrong for you to do it. These devils, man. That's something else, man. That's what I'm saying. They're proud. They speak loftily, man. They speak wickedly and loftily concerning oppression, man. They need to be done. They need to be destroyed, man. Okay. What we got here left? Right. It's Isaiah 14:6, right? Because like I mentioned, man, it's not even us. It's not even just us. Okay, all these other nations, they know, okay, that you are the devil, man. And they all waiting for that judgment to come. Because you've gone around messing with everybody, man. So everybody's looking for it, waiting for it, anticipating it. Right? It's not just us. Because you've been the devil to everybody. All right, so Isaiah 14:6 says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, right? Because of your empires, right? Your British empires and your Anglo-Saxon, Anglo-American empires and shit, right? You've done a great wickedness against many people, man. Stealing and killing everyone. Like, what the fuck are you doing in parts of the world that you shouldn't even be in, man? The scripture speaks about you neither keep it at home, man. You're just fucking everywhere, man. Falkland Islands, you got lands in Argentina. It's like, what the hell are the British doing down there in Argentina, man? You know how far away that is from where we are now? Bro, that's missions away, man. But these men are the British down there in the Falkland Islands and shit. In Argentina. And that's just one case. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of cases like that. The British and these Edomites are just everywhere, claiming shit that's not theirs. The fucking North America, that the whole fucking whole of North America, you know what I mean, isn't theirs. They stole that off the Gadites, of the Native Americans, man. killed them and stole it. You know what I mean? And they expect like them not to be hated. Look what you did to them Indian man, during your British Empire, bro. You did nothing but stole from them, man, and killed them up. It's like, come on, man. Everybody hates you, man. Everyone just keeps quiet most of the time, and sometimes your brainwashing, it works. A lot of people, and so they're docile to your past crimes and shit. But real mans know what you did, right? Those that actually have a fucking two brain cells and it's got a memory longer than a fucking goldfish. Remember the shit that you did and how you affected them and their country and all that kind of shit. So these men are looking for your downfall, man. All right. So anyway, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Right? You're going to be persecuted, right? And no one's going to help you. Ain't no one going to stop it. So the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, man. It's going to be a joyous moment when you're brought down. Because everybody would recognize that you deserve this. If anyone deserves it on the planet, it's you. Okay, you've been the worst to everyone. Okay, and you've not paid a single anything for any no type of repentance, no type of remorse. Right? You steal all the treasures of the wickedness that you've done. Kill all the jewels, all the fucking corpses, and all kinds of things you collected. Lands, and you're not giving nothing back, man. Okay, that's why the Lord's gonna have to strip it from you, man. Forcefully remove it from you. All right. It says that, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feather is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It serveth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Right? That's the other nations. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, and they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, which is thy pride, right? And the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen, from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Right? So again, showing you this Lucifer, he's talking about these Edomites, man, talking about these rulers, okay, of the nations, right? These elites. In the interest of time, I'm not going to read on the rest of this, man, but I just want to grab this out. Right? It says, yet thou shalt be yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? Actually, no, I gotta read on. I gotta read this, right? I'm gonna continue. I'll just read it now, right? So, verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Okay, he didn't release us, right? We're still in his possession, like I mentioned. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Right? Again, going back to the first scripture I brought out in Obadiah, thou shalt be cut off by slaughter. You're going to be gotten rid of on the earth, man. Verse 21, right? This is why I had to read this, right? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, right? Your descendants, these descendants that exist today, are not exempt from the crimes that your supposed forefathers did. Because like I mentioned before, okay, it's not really your forefathers. I mean, they are your forefathers, but you was also them, right? You're back, all right, in this age right now, doing what you're doing, right? And you didn't pay then, so you ain't paid yet, and so you need to pay, right? So you're gonna pay now, right? Deferred judgment is what it is, right? You're gonna receive your judgment now. So for I will rise up against him, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. right? So the Most High going to cut off these Edomites, man. Okay, leave them no heritage, no posterity, no progeny, no nothing, no, you know, gonna be burnt up. All right. This is Joel 20 verse 22. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, right? And the term worker, term wicked is workers, laborers, right? Servants, right? The workers, because he still got everybody working for him, right? It says, when he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right? So like I mentioned, these are all these nations looking to get a piece of you, man. Right? And just when you think you're going to consolidate your power to a new level, right, the Most High is going to destroy you in that moment. Right? So he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yeah, I might as carry reading, but I think I wanted something above. Yeah. Let me read up above and I'll come back. I'm going to get from verse 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Right? So your wickedness goes way back. Right? Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, because it was profitable to you. Right? Though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Right? You stay on doing what you're doing because it's profitable to you. Right? Don't want to talk about it. Right? You want to deny it. Okay, but you keep doing it. Yeah, his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. Right? The Most High is going to make you give everything back. He shall suck the poison of ass, and the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore. He shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be. This is what you're going to pay with. Okay, you're going to give everything back, and you're going to have to give your souls, man, and your blood is going to be required, right? Until your destruction. It says, shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice during it. You're not going to enjoy it that time, man, for sure. And all this pride that you've garnered up now, okay, you ain't going to be talking so proudly, man. Okay, you're going to be begging for mercy, man. You know? And you're going to realize that, you know, this is everything you deserved. It says, because you have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because you have violently taken away a house which you builded not. Like I said, you've gone around the earth stealing and killing, you know. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired. Everything that you tried to, or, you know, look to obtain and have obtained, okay, you're not going to have any of it, right? So there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, right? So 22 I've read already. But let me jump down verse 27, right? So the heavens shall reveal his iniquity. So when you read from 22 to 27, it speaks about these the missiles, right? They're going to destroy the land of America, okay, and become, you know, be that great judgment upon the earth against him, right? So the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, right? Because prophecy will be fulfilled against the wicked, as it speaks about. So it's going to be shown in the earth that this was who the Lord was speaking about. These evildoers, these wicked men, these Edomites, right? The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Right? You're going to lose everything, man. The Lord is going to forcefully take it away from you. So we don't, like I said, we're not waiting for you to give it up or give it to us, give it back, give portions of it back or anything, man. We're not waiting for you. We don't need you. Right? We've got the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, and they're going to do the job against you, man, and take your shit away from you, which is not yours, you know, it's really everybody else's and ours, right? So they're going to take it away from you and destroy you for your wickedness and for your crimes against the children of Israel and your crimes against life in general, the earth, everything. All your blasphemies, everything, man. Right? The increase of his house shall depart. So, you know, you got the Rothschilds, you got these elite banking families, right? Now, you know, got, you know, millions, trillions worth of assets and stuff like that. right? They're going to lose it all. They're going to go from that to zero, minuses, broke. That's that's what's going to happen to them, right? So this is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God, the Most High Yahweh, right? So this is what's appointed to him, right? I'm going to close up with this, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? And this is what you're trying to ignore, or trying to run away from, like the fugitive you are, like in the spirit of Cain, right? You're trying to run away from the crimes that you've done, and you're trying to, kind of omit any type of judgment against you, man. Like you don't deserve it, when you do, right? So God is not mocked. You ain't gonna get away with wickedness, right? So what you sow, so shall you reap. And we've seen the fruit of your labors, man. We've seen what you've sown, and so shall you not reap the same. Okay, all this hate speech and racism and shit that that you speak about, man, it's gonna happen to you, man, because you did it. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That's what the Lord requires, man. But the Lord's gonna make you pay double. Right? Scripture speaks about the Lord scourging our enemies 1,000 times more. Right? The Lord is not gonna take it easy on you, man, when He brings that judgment. So yeah, you should be afraid. You should be afraid of the Heavenly Father and the judgment that He's got written against you, man. All right. So he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. All right. But yeah, the point is, what a man sows shall you reap. Right. So you can deny it and deflect it all you want. Okay, the Most High is gonna make you do what you won't do, which is pay. Right. And like I said, these things, these speakings against you, man, are not gonna go away until you have paid. Okay, until the Lord's brought judgment upon you, man. Okay, then we're gonna stop talking about it, because we would have got our reparation, we would have got our restitution from you, because we would have taken everything back from you. So we won't have to talk about it no more. You would have got your punishment, and then we can move on. Then we can move on. We would have got our justice. We're gonna have you in slavery for 1,000 years. After that we can call that even, and then we can move on, right? The only reason why we can't move on because justice has not been done yet. And that's why it keeps getting brought up, because justice has not been done yet. All right? And that's simply, something that we're waiting for right now. All right? So, I'm going to end it there, Lord, when this has been edifying. And I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. And till next time, I say shalom.